then we'll get right to it. So today we're going to be streaming Contaminated, one of the games developed by one of the teams in our club. Um, and here to play through it with me, we have two members of the team and a member of the other team. And why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
All right. So I guess I'll go first. My name's Ryan. Um, I was the project lead for Contaminated this year. We refer to ourselves as Project Team 3, so I'm going to use it interspertly with Contaminated. But I also did some programming for the game, and currently I am the community director for UBC 2020 to 2021. And with me, I have our musician for the game, Leaf. Do you want to introduce yourself, man?
Hello. Yeah. Um, yeah. So my name's Leif. I wrote the music for the game. And yeah, Uh, I joined the game dev club in kind of midway through the year, like after I'd started it, because I'd heard about it from friends. But then I was really interested in the opportunity to essentially use my skills as a musician and composer to write music for the game. And I guess I'm just really pleased with the result, and it was a really fun time.
Yeah, and I'm Daisy. I am on another project team, and I'm currently at UBC Game Dev as the marketing director. Yeah.
All right. So now that we've got our introductions, should we get right into the game?
Yeah, let's start it up.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me just quickly turn on the game audio. Um. Oh, there we go. Let me make sure that isn't too loud. Turn it down a bit. All right. How is that? Is it good volume?
Yeah, sounds good.
All
To
right.
the stream for me.
The-
Oh, is this on the Twitch live stream?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One second.
Oh yeah, just pop it open.
All right. Oh yeah. That's right. Should I also stream on Discord so you guys can see the game
Yeah,
as well?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's right.
if you could, just so we're not following the delay of the stream.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right. So now I am duo streaming on Discord and on Twitch.
Truly the future.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna really quickly crop a little bit more of the Discord panel, and then we'll get into it.
Alright.
All right. So first, I do like the little intro song that you guys got for the start of the game here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What was interesting about that for me is that like I wrote it with like a specific kind of idea in mind, but then I'd never seen the title screen. So I mean, good that you enjoy it, but for me, I guess it felt like there's a bit of a mismatch. Like in future, I would have liked to kind of see the intro before I write the music, but oh well.
Yeah.
This is my own thoughts.
Oh. All right.
Yes. So it immediately jumps into the game from there. Yeah.
All right. So alert. Fence sector H3 has lost main power. Maintenance required to restore protective functionality. Hold on. For me, the game volume is a bit too loud.
Yeah, that's fair. we unfortunately don't have a slider
The
in
voices
game.
are a little quiet.
Oh yeah. Might be good to balance those out for stream quality.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to balance the voice volume with the game volume, and also my voice too.
I mean, you could just turn it down in your like mixer in your.
Yeah.
speakers.
There we go.
Alright.
That may be absolutely as quiet as it can go. It's at one. Oh well. I noticed actually with all games that are compiled on Unity, the volume always ends up being extremely high. like
Right.
for like the game my team made as well. Um,
Mhm.
all right. Oh no, not again. Fence repairs are always the worst. Hopefully, it's just another old tree that fell on the fence. Either
Mhm.
way, I should probably go check it out. So, press WASD to
Yeah.
move. So,
Yeah, so that's just a little intro to the story. So the game takes place in this like semi-apocalyptic future where you're living on this like family farm basically.
mhm.
Um, and the start of the game is kind of just an introduction to like how to move around and interact with things. You get to like explore the house a little bit. We unfortunately don't have too many interaction events inside the house, which we would have liked to added, but I was very satisfied with the amount of detail that some of our artists put into making like the furniture and um, different parts of the house, like the bathroom and such.
Yeah, I noticed when I was playing it earlier that actually the house is pretty. It's very well detailed. Like I
Hmm.
like all the tiny little objects that are everywhere.
Hmm. Yeah, that one of our artists spent so much time like filling out the entire downstairs and upstairs of the house. So
I
many
also
props to Susie for that.
oh yeah, I also really like the main character. It looks really cool.
Hmm. Yeah, Beatrice was our working name for her. So we kind of just went with it. But um, yeah, our player texture was probably one of the first things we made in terms of art actually. Just so we could animate the players so we could get a feel of how it would be to walk around inside the game. So basically everything is based off of our character model. That was like the first texture that we really put in. Yeah, unfortunately, there's some areas you can't really
Oh yeah.
enter because of we increased our player size model inside the house because we felt it was a bit small, but that in turn made it impossible to enter some of the rooms. So that was one minor overlook that we had with the beginning stage of the game. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, um,
Well,
hmm,
the character is pretty fun to move around. I like how yeah you can
Yeah,
moonwalk
like when
everywhere.
you spin around,
Oh
you're
yeah,
like, it's really cool when he spins around.
yeah. So
yeah.
you use your mouse to aim like where you want to look, and we tried it a few different ways. We tried it like WASD controls the way you're facing, but we felt it was a lot better to control where you shoot with your mouse instead of the keyboard. So we have the player face wherever the mouse is for aiming purposes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Uh, but yeah, so if you want to progress through the game, it's not super obvious, but you go down, straight down through there.
Oh, there we go.
Um, yeah, and you come outside. Uh,
I, hmm.
so since there's a break-in in the fence, the main character is kind of like, "Ah, I better grab something to protect myself." So um, this first part of the game is kind of just orienting the player with the environment. So uh, the first objective really is to go into the barn that the player lives near, or like that's on the player's farm. So you head up inside the barn, and originally we were going to have another character talk to our player, but due to time constraints, we ended up having to make it the barn itself because you don't really need to draw a texture for the barn.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So that's why the player talks to the barn in this scene. The barn is kind of like a futuristic Alexa that kind of tells you, oh, here's your daily task for the day. And I noticed there was a break in the fence. Maybe you should go investigate it. Um, but yeah, originally it was just going to be another character that was talking to the player, but we didn't have enough time to draw
oh,
all
I
the
see.
frames needed for it. Um, so yeah, the bar is basically telling you come in and you should like grab a gun basically because we don't know what broke into the farm. So um,
Yeah.
it says the pistol should be around here somewhere, and it should be to your upper right on the table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Good, you found it.
So.
Now turn off the safety and the barn. I think I know how to use a gun by now. Yeah. Mouse button 1 to shoot and R to reload.
Yeah.
All right.
So it tells you to hit the target at the north end of the room. It's right above the table actually.
Oh.
Um,
My Wi-Fi is extremely unreliable.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's all good.
Don't worry about it.
that's alright. Alright.
But yeah, so
Yeah, wow.
so basically, just to make sure the player knows how to shoot, you have to shoot this thing once, and the
Hmm.
Baron's like, "Oh, you're still a natural, Beatrice." um, um,
Yep. I shot the table.
mhm.
Alright.
So yeah, it says it basically, all right, you know how to use a gun, so now go check out what happened in the fence. So it says it happened in the western fence. So when you head out, head to the left side of the screen, and you should find it.
Alright. So, yeah, now armed with the barn gun, we will
Hmm.
be able to go
The
check out
barn
that break-in.
pistol.
Yeah. Alright, okay, shift to sprint. Whoa.
Hmm. Yeah, so you can move a little quicker with
Wow, I
sprint.
love this outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we might want to explore the outside a bit, just to let
Hmm.
me trample all the crops. Uh,
Yeah, the crops are pretty arid. We wanted to make it not seem that lush. But yeah, so here's the break-in the fence, and the player's kind of just like, "What the hell?" Um,
Something
yeah.
huge must have broken in through here. I better go ask Barn what to do. Oh yeah.
Hmm. So now this is kind of just setting up the next stage of the game, basically. Our original story was that something broke into the player's farm, and you're not exactly sure what. So you have to go out into the forest to kind of figure out what it was that might have broken into your guys' farm. So um, let's continue through this cutscene
All right.
and progress to the next part. So.
Barn, something broke into the farm. What? That's impossible. Nothing has broken in here in ages. Well, something did, and it broke the fence. It looked like it must have been pretty big. Strange, Beatrice, would you mind going into the forest to see what you can find? If we don't find out what did that, what's stopping it from coming back and doing it again? Alright. You're right. I'll go investigate. Alright, if you need more firepower, your parents left behind an auto rifle in the garage.
Mhm.
Wow.
Alright. You'll be there after all these
As
years.
you know,
Response.
very responsible parents, yes.
Yep.
So if you want, you could go. You could either just progress to the next level of the game, or you could head back to the garage, which is inside the house,
Oh yeah.
and grab your first real gun of the game besides the pistol. So it should be just to the right
Ooh,
in there.
there it is.
This is
Oh,
just a little tip. It's to open your loadout screen, which is kind of like your inventory, and you can press tab also to change between your primary and secondary guns. Um,
alright.
yeah, so you press E to pick it up, and
Let's.
tab to switch between the two.
Oh, I
This
like
is
that.
like our loadout screen where if you pick up more guns, they show up in that right box, and you can scroll through them with the arrows. And to like switch the guns, you basically just drag and drop them from one box to the other.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, so we wanted to
Alright.
kind of get like a switch or a quick swap loadout system going. It's definitely not the best. Like looking back, I probably would have gone with some like weapon wheel or something, but I think like for what it's worth, the inventory is pretty clean. I really like the texture for it, especially. But
Oh yeah, actually, I was gonna say the look of it is super neat.
hmm it goes really well with our dialogue screen as well. Um,
All
but
right.
yeah, so at this part, actually, you're gonna want to
Oh,
head to the right side of
oh,
the
the right side.
screen. There's a little pathway that leads into the forest.
Oh, I was
If you
gonna I was gonna
just
find the break in and get into the forest there. All right.
yeah, I think that would have like our original idea, but then we realized we put the break in on the wrong side of where the next scene starts, so it would have been a little awkward to go left and end up on the right side of the screen or on the left side of the screen.
Oh,
So we added just a little like trail right here into the forest. So this is like our probably our biggest level. It's the first level where you encounter enemies, and they kind of jump out at you. So be prepared for a jump scare.
all right. Yeah, I'll make sure to stay on my toes. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
You weren't getting get out of there we go. All right.
Yeah. So some enemies drop those little like pickups. Some of them are they're for like different guns. One for the pistol, one for the rifle, and then some other guns.
Oh,
This one's for the shotgun.
I need to find a
Uh,
shotgun.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, also Could you maybe increase the overall volume of the stream a little
Oh
bit?
yeah. Oh, of the whole stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Daisy just said it's a little quiet.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll turn up desktop audio and my mic. All right. Is that better? Let's see.
So let's just wait and see if Daisy says it's good.
Yeah, I'll just, or they say a little bit more, please.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
I think it's echoing through someone's mic.
Yeah, I think it's echoing a bit through Daisy's mic. The stream volume is maxed, so I'm gonna have to turn up everyone's volume, and then the game volume, and that should do it.
Okay.
All right. How's that? Let's see. Let's
Take
talk
it-
a bit.
take it
Make sure they
gander.
can hear us.
Hey, Twitch chat, how are we doing? How's the audio? Good. All right. Also, just by the way, Kyle, your Discord overlay is a bit out of frame
Oh, is it?
on the stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me quickly fix that. Oh. Oh, that's because. Oh, it's because I opened the Discord settings. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, it's technically like just the Discord, like a little snippet of Discord. So, yeah. If I minimize it or move it around, then everything gets out of frame.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So let's continue down this path.
Yeah. So you basically encounter the two main enemies at this stage. The first one's kind of like a zombie rabbit that's got like its head cracked open and blood all over its back. The main idea and what we envisioned with our story was that all these animals are actually irradiated, so they're poisoned by radiation, and they're attacking the player because they're just mutants. And that was kind of the vibe that we were going for when we drew the textures initially. But we ended up not getting far enough in our story to fully explain that. So it's never really revealed why these guys are talking to you or attacking you in the game. But that's where we're
Those would be
eventually going to be
developmental
taking it.
goals.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm
So
getting.
if we had more time, that would have probably been another thing we got to, is explaining our story a bit more.
I'm getting low on health here. I have to be
Kinda-
careful.
It's kind of funny when we kind of finished development of the game. To this point, I actually downloaded it to play it, and so when I went into the forest, my own music kind of surprised me. Like I was playing the game, and like we have this like really calm forest music that I wrote, and then like I see the map, I'm like, oh, it's cute, and then it starts attacking me, and I'm like ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, like, thinking back, we probably should have had some sort of battle music when you were like close to
Yeah.
an enemy or something. But
Yeah,
yeah,
something we can add later.
yeah, it's pretty funny though. You're just walking around with this calm music, and like
Yeah.
rabbits are jumping out and attacking you.
Yeah.
Oh, also, can we increase the music of the background a little bit
Yep.
on the Twitch?
Yeah.
When you say the background, do you mean like the game music?
Yeah, the game sounds.
There we go. Oh.
Play around with it and see if it works.
How's that? There we go. Turning it up more. Well, let me make some sounds. All right. I better check my ammo. Make sure.
Getting a bit low.
Yeah, I am on health and ammo.
So here's a little secret room we added coming up here. If you head to the right more, like follow this kind of broken path, there's a little okay, that part of the map's a little glitched,
Oh.
but there's a secret dungeon to the south right there. And this is where you find some of the more broken guns in the game.
All
So
right.
the first one you see there is our shotgun. You might need to switch it out, yeah, with your pistol.
Yeah, let's see.
But
All right.
But yeah, now if you get your pistol out, take a shot at the wall or something. So with the shotgun, we added a little bit of blowback to the gun, so you can kind of see the player like gets shot back a little bit when they shoot their gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of wanted to give it that feeling of like it's just a massive shotgun and blows into your shoulder when you shoot it.
Oh man, this is.
Oh no.
This is not good. I am.
Go back into the dungeon. If you die in the dungeon, you respawn there. So it's best to die there if anywhere. If you die in the forest, you spawn all the way back at the start.
So sorry. Should I go into the dungeon and die?
That might be a good idea.
All right.
Our game's meta is not quite that straightforward, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, and I didn't realize the dungeon actually had more to it.
So you can like go up there. One of our more OP guns is at the end of it, but I think it's a low glitch right now, so I'm not exactly sure it would work. At least like when I was testing before the stream started, it didn't necessarily work. But why not? Just let's go through and try to get it.
I am currently
You're getting messed up.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, there's probably a bit too many enemies in this dungeon.
Well, at least I find the porcupine guys are a lot easier to deal with than the rabbits, which is a test of reflexes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
The rabbits almost are a game of memorization, of trying to like figure out, okay, I know a rabbit's gonna be up ahead, so I have to go slowly here. So try to get to like the upper right hand corner if you can to get the flamethrower. And you should watch out because the room it's in has like 5 different enemies.
Oh, okay. Should I run up and grab the flamethrower? Oh, okay, I see.
You see it?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like an Indiana Jones situation right here. Do you go up and grab it and die, or do you take on all the enemies first? Okay, so
it looks like I got him.
Yeah.
All
nice.
right. So
okay, let's see if it works. The glitch part was the inventory before. Can you scroll like by clicking the buttons? Does it?
No, it doesn't seem to let me.
Okay, yeah, shoot. That was probably the biggest glitch that we received feedback on.
Wait, no, there we go.
I don't know if that's good. See, so it'll say that the flamethrower is there, but not actually
I see.
like switch it. It kind of sucks because it was working totally fine in Unity, like when we were testing it, but when we exported it, like with our final build, for some reason it just didn't work, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like I've gone back and tested it in Unity, and it still works there, but it may just be some code issue with how I programmed it. It's not necessarily the most well-designed inventory system. There's a lot of like game object swapping you have to do when you're swapping the guns. Like you have to switch where they are in the inventory and on the player, and there's just this whole like hierarchical mess that came from trying to create the inventory. So I'm not too surprised that there's a problem with that right now, but it's a little disappointing.
I am running low on ammo, so I might should I actually no, I'll still explore the rest of the dungeon, but
yeah, the main way we tried to like get players to collect ammo was to like play through different areas, because when you re-enter an area, it'll respawn all the enemies that you killed. So if you wanted to collect a ton of ammo, you basically have to like play through areas of the game like over and over again if you ran out. We sort of went with that on purpose to kind of give like a grindy feel to the game. Like make sure you die in there.
Yeah, I was like I don't trust my skills, and I'm gonna run out of health again. Oh boy.
Oh no. You don't need to be on like.
Oh yeah, not full,
no.
but yeah. I mean, but I was like I'm going to die very soon. Oh well. But I noticed Unity, even though like it does like help streamline a lot of game development, exporting the game I noticed has been super glitchy.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was our biggest problem, is that we didn't export soon enough to test the game. We exported like our final build probably 2 days before, or not our like quote unquote final build, but we're still programming like probably until the night of that it was due. Like there were still a few technical things that we were trying to like fix and work on that I don't think ever really got resolved. And that's like mostly on us, but there were just some things like the inventory glitch that we couldn't really predict because it was something that you'd only encounter once you exported the game. but you know, I guess it's a lesson learned that it's better to play test as much as possible on a like a fully built game versus just playing it in Unity over and over again. And I guess that's something like going forward that I'll be taking into account whenever I develop a game is really like play test as much as possible, as frequently as possible. Even like not even necessarily to see how the game feels, but to get an impression of like what bugs are going to occur when the game is exported. So, oh no.
Yeah, I'm very low on health,
You're
and
very right now. This is
yeah, and
quite
I'm
a
very
pog
low on
champ
ammo
right
as
here.
well. I believe I'm going backwards.
No, you're going forward. So if
Okay.
you're following the path to the right side of the screen, you're going forwards.
Oh, okay.
There, as you probably have noted. Oh, keep going right.
Actually, yeah,
That's there's like a bunch of different pathways you can take in the forest. Some of them. Oh no.
Oh, oh, there we go.
Oh rip. oh god.
Do I
It's
keep my
gonna
ammo?
start. Yeah, so you keep your ammo, but it, like if you had 0 ammo on something before, it's gonna stay on 0.
Oh, all right.
So if you want a little tip for how to get to the next part of the game, here's a good tip. If you see a rabbit coming at you, don't try and fight it. Just run.
Oh, okay.
There are so many enemies at the forest portion. Like if you try to clear them all, you're not gonna have a great time. So
Yeah.
the best way that we found to beat this first level is like
It's just
unless you're a god with shooting and like
okay.
oh, no.
Okay, yeah, I just got ganked there. All right, let's
Yeah.
try that again.
Here,
But yeah.
if you want to go up, it also leads to the same area.
Oh,
so-
I see.
Mhm.
All right.
And there's a bunch of different like shortcuts you can take off path. We really wanted to give the player like the option to explore wherever they want, but that also made the map a little bit confusing. We had a pretty interesting glitch occurred on our first build where the little like path that you see didn't actually display for some reason. So people would get to the forest level, and they wouldn't know where the hell to go because they had no way of like navigating this huge map. Like, I think if you wanted to run around the whole thing, it would take you about like 15 minutes or so to see every like part of the map.
Yeah, it's really big actually. I like it does make it feel like a vast forest. Yeah, a lot of games always like try to like make their kind of levels kind of like big and but I really like the way how it feels vast and like you can actually explore it and find a bunch of different locations.
Right. Okay, this you might want to kill this guy. This is coming up here is a cutscene.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not
no,
good.
that rabbit's gonna kill you. Yeah. So we didn't. Oh no, is it glitch?
Oh, it looks like it's stuck in the cutscene.
Well, I guess we found another bug. Yeah. Shoot.
Should I reload the game?
That might be good.
All right.
Idea. I don't. So yeah, as you can see, it's not very polished. This is actually a bug I've never seen before. But apparently, when you die during a cutscene, it stays stuck in the cutscene because it's waiting for the player to like move to a certain location.
All right. I'm gonna quickly
so, yeah.
transition back to this while I.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh no, that's fine.
But yeah, I mean, there's only a little bit after that. It's our boss fight coming up after that, which might be pretty fun to show, but hopefully we can get back there.
I'll speed run it. Well, all right.
I'll give you the pro strats. Make sure, by the way, when you're running through the forest, you're sprinting as much as possible.
Yeah, I was holding down the sprint, but I wasn't. I have no skills. I wasn't properly evading the rabbits. All right. Yeah, I'll just rush through the dialogue here.
Yeah, that first portion, you don't even need to like do. You can just press E to like skip through it all.
Yep.
You know, I thought I had a map of our first level that showed the best way to go, but I guess not. I must have lost that somewhere in our Google Drive.
I did notice the forest music was a bit quieter than the regular town music. So I'm not sure if the stream after the stream if the music's really loud right now. It's yeah, well it'll go down. I just gotta.
Yeah. By the way, Twisted Fate 6372 in chat. Make sure to clip this because this is going to be a world record run right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Were there? I'm trying to look at some of the questions from chat right now.
Do you
Were
want
there
to,
any? Hmm?
I can put them all at the end, and I'll just like keep them.
Oh yeah, if you have like a list of all the questions.
I'll make
like-
a list, and then we can like run through them at the end. I mean, unless you want to answer them now, you can answer them now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a pretty simple one though. Were there any resources you wish you had more of? Yes, for sure. More so at the start of the year than the end of the year. But I think it was kind of out of our control. Basically, what happened was at the start of the year, we created our team and we had about 7 programmers and no artist and no musician. So
Oh my gosh.
we only had people who could program basically, and that's what development was like for the first like month and a half, 2 months of development. So we like conceptualized the whole game without an artist or a musician, and I think that kind of came to bite us in the ass later on down the line. If it was up to me, I totally would have like started with an artist on board, so they could have let me know like, hey, it might be a little unreasonable to want this many levels in a game because we're gonna have to draw this many tiles for it. And just like having that viewpoint, I think would have been super helpful to development at the start of the year. But we ended up getting actually 3 artists throughout the year, more so in the second term than the first. And then we also got Leif, who joined to do music for us, and Alex, who joined on to do sound effects for us. So our team was a lot more like filled and full, like closer to the end of the year when we should have been like completing development. We were kind of starting on some of the like smaller elements like music and sound effects and such. So yeah, I just wish that was one thing we had from the start, but yeah, I guess besides like that, there aren't many resources that I didn't have at my disposal. Like for pretty much all the stuff that you see in the game, there was some sort of tutorial or such that I followed online to like make it. So yeah, I don't know. Besides those 2 things, I guess there's not really many resources I wish I had more of. But yeah, okay, so this is a new part of the game. So you're gonna want to kill this porcupine.
Oh yeah. I
basically-
already got him, but it looks like I got explosive ammo, so I'm guessing I gotta.
Oh yes, sorry, I'm watching the stream instead of.
Oh yeah, super. You're a little bit behind.
Mhm.
But yeah.
But yeah, so you basically pick up explosive bullets at this point, and what we intended the player to do is, yeah, shoot over there, and this little log falls over. That animation took like way too long to make, but then yeah, so you can basically just walk over that as a bridge, and this is probably like close to the like last boss. I think you just have to go down now and to the right. There should be a little path that leads to the right.
Yep. Yeah, I know animations usually like in Unity, like when we were developing our game, they were a really big problem for us.
Yeah, and so that like log falling over took me at least like 2 days to make. That like 10 seconds of gameplay took me like 2 whole days to flush out. So.
All right, the music changed.
Yeah, so this is our boss level right now. I see you're walking up to meet our first boss right now. I love the music at this part. I don't know why, but it feels so atmospheric.
Yeah,
for the first boss.
This music is pretty epic. It's getting me pretty scared.
Yeah, it feels almost like Dark Souls music.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, it seems like I feel like I'm literally just about to enter Dark Souls boss room. That must be what destroyed the fence.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, this guy is extremely hard to beat. He's got like a few attacks that he does. So you're gonna have to try and learn all of them. The main one that he does is that like kind of scream that sends a shockwave out around him.
All right, so I got 5
He's got-
explosion bullets and 20 rifle rounds. Will that be
Yeah.
enough?
Oh, I think so.
It depends on how skilled I am, how many of my
Yeah.
shots I can hit.
I think hopefully your rifle has enough bullets to take it out. I'm not exactly sure how much life we gave the boss. One thing that was next on our list for development, like right before the deadline, was adding a boss HP bar. But unfortunately, we barely ran out of time to add that. So you basically just have to guess how much HP he's taken off the bear. But you can tell that he is gonna he's on low HP because he starts doing another attack. He'll summon rabbits to come and fight for him, basically.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'm out of that ammo.
yeah, we really wanted to make this boss battle hard, and it was a bit difficult. Yes, you see, he's summoned a rabbit now.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is getting intense.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're almost out of ammo.
Yeah, I ran out of rifle ammo. Oh. Well, actually, if I killed the rabbits, I might be able to get more. Okay, maybe not. Oh, it's all
Yeah,
shotgun
I think
ammo.
Oh no.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's so unlucky.
I needed
Oh,
the
no.
shotgun.
Oh no. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I got
why
him.
you get the shotgun.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Damn, these mutants just
Yeah.
keep getting crazier and crazier. Glad that's over with now though. Hey, wait a second. What's this? Beatrice grabs the head of dead raccoon bear. Wait a second. There's some sort of chip attached to this raccoon's head. Rips the chip off the raccoon bear's head and starts inspecting it. It doesn't look like a standard tracking chip. Someone must have attached this to the poor creature. Guess I should go figure out who's responsible for this.
Mhm.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Alright.
So unfortunately, that's the end of our little game, but that's pretty much the first act of what we wanted to complete. In the second and third act, basically, I'll give a little summary of the story. We wanted the player to go out and basically figure out who put this chip on the bear, and they go to their local town and they basically figure out that it's actually the government that attached this tracking device to the animal, and they were using it to control the bear to make it more aggressive and to basically destroy farmland which the government wants to take. So we never really got that far with the story. We only really got up to this part, so it wasn't totally fleshed out, but yeah, where it ends is a little bit of a cliffhanger. So one thing that we would have liked to add was probably a little bit more story to the game and a little bit more of what's the word? I guess just depth to the lore of the game. But unfortunately, due to some time constraints, we never really were able to add all of that.
Alright. Well, I really do like the look of the character, and also shooting actually felt pretty good. I really liked the boss fight. It felt pretty fun to dash around and actually dodge his attacks. I was very tense at the end there. I did not want to die.
You were so close to dying too. That was actually extremely impressive. I'm gonna be totally honest.
I would have got a lot of F's in the chat if if I did not win that.
Exactly. But hey, congrats on being the first person to get an official speedrun of our game. So.
Oh yeah. What's my time?
Yeah.
I almost downloaded the Twitch speedrun timers,
Man.
for each
That's
section.
that's what we should do next year at our showcase. We have to have a GDC, but for the UBC game dev.
Everyone can speed run the games, see who gets
Yeah,
the time. Give a
exactly.
prize at the end.
That would be so cool. Oh, okay, I gotta write that one down. Oh man.
All right.
But But yeah, that's like pretty much our whole game. Are there any other questions about like development or our year in general?